Alright, we got it. We got it and we're live. Alright, what are we going to play? I'm going to start off with some Sultai Ramp. Let's be a tier whore. Let's start the day as a tier whore. Something we rarely do. Something that we very, very rarely do. Your items. Ooh. There's updates. Alrighty, what are we playing against? We're playing against the Arena application. That's what we're playing against. That's how it goes. That's how it goes. Let's also let's just do something quickly. I'll play first. Play first. Oh, it didn't copy properly. Copy. Alright, we can play properly now. We've done everything. This hand would be sick with a black source. Even then it's a bit risky. But it's there. Yeah, we're playing Arena. I'll get rid of the thing that costs a bunch. It's one of these two. I think I might get rid of Krasis, because ideally that gets cast for substantially more. We also have more Krasises than we have Casualties of War, and Casualties of War can be a pretty big blowout. My chair is also fucking me up. Alright, so we went some kind of black grow. Let's Thought Erasure here. Hopefully this doesn't get a counter by next turn, but I kind of doubt it. Yeah, there was like literally nobody on NTGO. Alright, they could go into their second land. So they need to deal 4 to us. I think we get rid of this one. Extinction Event number 2 is probably not worth it. We really need to hit some lands, and we've already essentially mulliganed twice because this Aether Gust won't do much. So they ripped a mountain, which is... We put that on the bottom, right? Alright. We also didn't hit land. So I'm really hoping they put this on. Missing land drop sucks. Hopefully we can 2-for-1 them. If we don't 2-for-1 them here, then it's likely that things go poorly. Yeah, you can get Death Touch and Lifelink. Why is my Arena so slow? I think it's still downloading Almonket in the background, and my chair is being very annoying. Alright. So we'll take this. We're taking 1 extra. Yeah, so they spectacle that bad boy. That's fine. And then while that's on the stack, we'll destroy a creature with no counters on it so it doesn't get bigger. Alright, land is good, but we're taking a shitload of damage here. Yeah, it's just going down. It's going down. Speaking of going down, we're taking 7. Missing a land drop in a mashup like this is basically just death. We're definitely just going to cast this spell, because anything that does anything is good here. Especially since we kind of have to Extinction Event on this bad boy. So, in order to cast our spell, we die to this one. Alright, we just die. Game 2, baby. Game 2. I think we should be okay. They're just playing red-black aggro. Oh, Arena's not happy. Alright, game 2, we get to bring in and eliminate a couple of Enter the God Eternals. I think that's fine. I think that's all we can reasonably do. We can get rid of the Aether Gusts, because I don't think it's worth it when we can only hit a couple of their things, and I'll go down 1 Nissa, 1 Hydroid Krasis. This is a Sultai Ramp deck, so it's black, green, and blue, which is one of my favorite color combos. And it just wants to cast big things. Uro is very good, but 2 lands is not. I feel like this deck oh my god, 1 land is much worse. I feel like this deck might need more lands. Because what the hell? Alright. We're keeping 4. We're putting you on the bottom, you on the bottom, and you on the bottom. Come on, Uro. We'll keep our lands. Our opponent kept 7. So it's not looking good. It's not looking good at all. Well, we drew an Extinction Event, so... And they didn't have a 1-drop. So you're saying there's a chance. I do kind of want to hit a, ooh. Yeah, a land for Uro. And that was a good one to hit as well, because it puts another thing in the bin. I guess that was incorrect. We should have played this out. We should have played this tapped. So we definitely want blue here, so we can potentially flash back Uro as soon as possible. Drill bit. Well, that sucks. We can't flash you back. 1 more card and we can flash that back. 1 more land and we can cast Casualties, though. If we just rip a land here... Ah, wrong type of land. I think we still play it. We could have cycled that, which would give us enough room for Uro, but... enough cards for Uro. But I think it's not worthwhile. I think it's not worthwhile. Embercleave. Ooh. Well, we're taking 10. We're taking 10, but we do get to 3 for 1 of this turn. So that's something. So we'll destroy that artifact, that creature, and this land. We would have liked to have not taken 10, but... a certain number of cards in... Yes, so Uro has the ability Escape. I wonder... Yeah. I have to exile 5 other cards from my graveyard, and then I can play it from the graveyard. So here we can actually do both. Yeah. Another Embercleave and a Murderous Rider. I think we take the Murderous Rider and just remember they have Embercleave. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I would have liked to have kept that Enter the God Eternals in my hand to gain some life, but here we are. If we win on a multi-4, that's kind of absurd. That's kind of very absurd. Alright, that can be cleaved. Luckily, we actually have... I probably should have kept that in hand, but if we draw another land, we won't play it here, so Teferi's got something to loot away. Oh, he's just going to do that. I'm A-okay with that, because then he's not attacking. Here, let's see, Nissa will leave. Unfortunately, let's see. Oh, we don't have a breeding pool, so we can't. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so it doesn't work. Because we don't have a breeding pool, we can't play both here. So I'm actually just going to play Teferi. Because Teferi means we can, at worst, phase out a thing. Yeah. Get rid of this. And it gets us closer to Uro again. And Uro is going to win us. Yeah, you can see their revealed cards up here, which is useful. Just playing a Rimrock Knight, that's fine. So we'll loot again. Breeding Pool is good, but not as good as Nissa / Uro. So we'll loot once more. Oh. And here I'm just going to play Uro. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I kind of wish it would just automatically do it. And they've conceded. So we won on the mull to 4. That's absurd. You don't win a whole lot of mulls to 4. Run it back. Our opponent kept a terrible 7. They literally didn't put pressure on us until turn 4. Which is not what an aggro deck should be doing. Alright. This hand is acceptable. It's pretty decent. It's not the best, but it's pretty decent. Can probably, hopefully, pull an Embercleave with this. Kill one of their threats. Kill another threat. It's unlikely they play too hard into this. This card, I don't know about this card, to be honest. I never find myself in a position where it really shines. Our opponent is thinking of their previous lack of mulligans and trying to figure out how to do it better. Keep. Get to lead with Triome here, which is always nice. Always nice. They got a fire dog. It's not very cute. Second Agonizing Remorse is not the best, but I guess it gives us something proactive to do. We're not against something well, our opponent has played 2 swamps and not played a spell, so they're already on a bad hand. So if this can just take their 3-drop, if they've got 1 3-drop and it can take it, then that's pretty good. Our opponent is considering conceding. I don't know what they're doing, but I can't imagine they have too much play. Yeah, okay, you play your Blacklands Paragon. That's fine. Drill Bit versus Spawn of Mayhem. Let's go. We don't really mind about the other Blackland. Let's take... We have another one next turn. So if they play Drill Bit, they can't play Spawn. So but they could play Blacklands Paragon. I think we take the Drill Bit. We just want to stop them. Yeah. G'day, Duo Cat. Yeah, I'm playing some Arena. There was like literally nobody playing MTGO. I saw one person on there with their room open for about 10 minutes, and so I was just like, I'm gonna go to Arena today. Oh, they didn't draw a land either, so that's pretty good. So we are going to be taking 6 here, but I think that's acceptable. I think that's acceptable. Yes, you play your thingy. And we will take Spawn. Yeah, Spawn of Mayhem. If they play this, if they draw Thingy-Mabob Mountain and they play this bad boy, we get a good Extinction Event. Otherwise, if they play Regisaur, I don't know. It's going to be rough. It's going to be rough, that's for sure. They're probably just playing Regisaur though, yeah. Double Heartless. Actually, Heartless Act is very good here. So, we would like... We have double black though. I guess we just take a blue. Now, we could take 7, but I feel like that's a bad play. So, I'm going to stop on their draw step. Oh, actually, stop on their upkeep. They discard 1. Hopefully they discard the champion, because then the Extinction Event will get better. They did. Then we get to Heartless Act. This bad boy. And then they don't gain indestructible, so we can let them go. Oh, they drew a Fervent Champion. Oh, wait. I was really hoping that they'd play Stormfist Crusader. Alright, so now we can eliminate the one they targeted. This does make this 4 mana to get rid of 1. Uro's good, but not really what we want here. We kind of have to get rid of a 3-1. This doesn't have haste. This doesn't give haste, it just gives +1/+0. We're both skimped on mana. Uro can definitely drag us out. Ideally, we can play a Nissa next turn, but I don't really want to have to shock for it. I don't really want to have to shock. Uro is definitely how we eventually win this game. Maybe it's better to just Uro rather than Nissa over the next 2 turns. Nissa makes blockers though, and blockers are pretty appealing. Unless they have Embercleave. But they don't have double red currently, so until they have double red, we don't have to worry about it. Okie dokie. So, at the beginning of your upkeep... Alright. We got untapped land, which is pretty good. So we can Nissa, play this. I guess we attack? It doesn't cost us anything to attack here. We do lose a life from them. their thing. Double red is scary as hell. Double red is very bad. Alright. Oh, of course they've got Evercleave. Of course. Oh, it has Menace. Okay, so we died. So they just top decked into Mountain Embercleave, which is, sure, that's what their deck does. Those were the only 2 draws that lose us the game there. So it is what it is. Well, when you have it all, you can't do much. If we had not missed that land drop, if that second Nissa had been a land drop, we would have been fine that game. But whatever. Actually, I wanted to check. Cancel. Because I did just steal this list without really looking at it. And, I don't know, people play some bad lists sometimes. So, how many lands are we running? How do we look at the stats again? It's up here. Lands, 28. Alright, we've got enough lands. We are just getting unlucky. 28 lands, and yet we had to mull to 4 to find them. Literally half the deck is land. Literally half. Well, not exactly literally, but close enough. Close enough. Alright, here we have a hand. Hopefully, it's not a very proactive hand, unfortunately. I mean, these are kind of proactive, but even still. Alright, opponent's mulled to 5. That's a good start when we have double discard in hand. We're okay with them mulling to 5 when we have double discard. Green-black, probably Sultai, so they're going to have to take one of these. Or they're going to concede. Oh, wow. They were not having it. They were not having it. Am I playing the right queue? Am I playing the right queue? I think I'm in the wrong queue. Am I in play queue? Oh my god, I was in play queue. God damn it. God damn it. Oh, shit. Yeah, they just quit all the games. But it wasn't ranked, so I can understand why. Whoopsie. Alright, back for the first game that we're playing tonight. Is my... yeah, cool. I'm gonna keep just because I'm scared I'm not gonna get any lands. It's not a great hand with nothing to do. For, like, full stop, nothing to do. But, it'll do. It'll do. What is this? Ah! We're against some kind of tournament winner. I think they're mulliganing. World Championships. I guess that means they played in the thingy. We're going to start with the temple because we know we just need action and absolutely no lands. Forest to the bottom, please. I said no lands, damn it. Alright, we'll play our green-black and pass. Castle Vantress first is indicative of a bad hand, potentially. Alright. Blue-white flyers, hey? Blue-white flyers. So this is also land, but I'm okay with that land because it gets us a Nissa early. Alright, let's get black, green. It doesn't really matter. Doesn't really matter. I guess we wanted Max Forests in play for Nissa, but it's gonna be fine. The flood is real. Yeah, I mean, it's not too bad. We got double Nissas, so... I think this Nissa next turn is gonna be pretty valuable, because we get to go Nissa into Hydroid Krasis. Big Hydroid Krasis. Alright. So this is just a 1/1 flyer. We'll play our forest. We don't have anything to do with the mana, so we'll pick swamp. One that doesn't get doubled if they kill it. So that's pretty good. We haven't drawn... Oh, we did draw the Cultivate, sorry. But Cultivate kind of counts as a land, so... It's alright. We've got good old Krasis here. And next turn we'll happily use it. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So we get to draw 4 cards off Krasis. Draw 4, gain 4. Not bad. Good size. Oh no. Aww. What is it? Wow. Alright. I guess we just play Nissa again. Do we shock here? Shocking lets us hit for 6, but it puts us down to 10. Yeah, I think we can shock. Okay, shocking was bad. Jesus, Lofty Denial's a good one against us. They had bounce into Lofty. It's gonna be a hard one to get through. We're gonna have to just Krasis for maximum. So, if we shock, we can get a 4/4. But if we shock, we're down to 5. And then back up to 7. I guess it's free. Shock X equals 4. Auto pay like this. We're still trying to put some pressure on him. That's pretty good. And the fact it resolved is actually kind of amazing there. Next turn we'll probably just play another one for 4. they're good. Empyrean Eagle. Alright. So this becomes 4/4. If they attack, I think I do block. We've got another one. And then we could shock in another bad boy. Another bad boy Lando. And then hold up Heartless Act in case they have another Empyrean Eagle. I think that's good. They could have like a Spectral Sailor here, which would be bad. Because then our Krasis just dies. So this attack makes me think that they don't have Spectral Sailor. Or they could be trying to go for lethal if I don't block. So I could block here and definitely not get blown out. I think I do, because I think going to 3... Okay, cool. Is okay. Well, we've got Krasis for daisies. So we'll make another one for 4. And we'll see what we're at. God, that's a lot of shock lands. Oh, that's not what we wanted. We don't want to attack with the Krasis. We kind of have to shock here. Kind of have to. I would give anything to have been given a basic there. Alright, they're scrying before draw. Do we... They've only got 1 mana. We might actually just want to Heartless Act this bad boy now. I think we do. Destroy a creature with no counters. Because they can't Lofty Denial. They can't Mystic's Dispute. Whereas if they put a land on the field, then they could Lofty Denial. Not ideal. So I think we win this game? Yeah. They'd need 2 unsummons. And I can't remember if unsummon is in the format. I think you've drawn all of the tap lands. I forgot the 3/3 was a land, yeah. I guess we double block? Wait, illegal blocks. Was it illegal because they quit? I think it might have been. Alright, what are we taking out? We're taking out the Aether Gusts, because they do nothing. I don't think we necessarily want Casualties of War in a matchup that's like this. What's good, Dirty Tarp? How you going? I think we'd rather either... These bad boys probably aren't the worst. We're going to be playing the more expensive spells every turn. So I'm not sure if Negate is correct. So I'm just going to bring in these 2. How you going, Top? How's your day been? Or night, or whatever time it is. I forget what time it is where you're from. By the way, we have one new channel point option where you can now you can now choose a song if you wish, if you are so inclined. This hand is definitely keepable. $3 AM there. Yep, that sounds like one of my viewers. Alright, Loyal Pegasus. We will play a definitely tapped land. We don't need that one. Yeah, 5 PM here. Well, 5:07 to be precise. Alright, no attack is odd. I'm not entirely sure why they went for the no attack. We'll pay out 2 life and we'll Agonizing Remorse. I see that. Well, I mean, isn't the point of the channel point song choice is that you get to choose whichever one you like. I mean, it would definitely be a bit of a change for this stream, since I generally just go for lo-fi hip-hop and chill. Spectral Sailor. What? Just... What the hell? What the hell? I guess I clicked it the exact wrong time. And it... Luckily it chose the card that I probably would have taken anyway. Drive off my 3 viewers. I think it's fine. Alright, so... We definitely want to be getting up to an Extinction Event. Land's actually fine here. So we're likely having to go odd. Get rid of these 2. This is the worst one for us. But I'd rather have that. I'd rather get a 2-for-1 than a 1-for-1. We can always blow it up with God Eternal. Potentially next turn what I should do is... In fact, I think what I will do... They've only got 1 mana up. They could have Mystic Dispute. But we didn't show them a lot of blue cards other than Uro, to be fair. So this has to get Island. If they have Mystic Dispute, this is bad. Target player mills for 4 cards, right? Yeah. Yeah. Aura's Control went 5-0. It was sick. It was super duper sick. So what did we hit here? Nothing too important, so that's good. Can now Uro back things. Zero is even. It even says on the card, so we could get him. I think we're probably just casting Uro. Gain life, draw cards. I like that. Gaining life and drawing cards sounds good against the aggro deck, so let's do that. 3, 4, 5. We don't have any recursion, so it doesn't really matter. Not running any Tamios. No Lofty Denial. Interesting. It's good for us. Hopefully... Ooh, this is looking a bit meatier. I'm going to pay 2 on the off chance that they play Empyrean Eagle. Because we definitely don't want them hitting us for 3 extra. Then we can untap, attack with Uro, play Extinction Event on odd. Little annoying that we have to kill our Uro to do so, but it's not the end of the world. I mean, maybe we don't. Maybe we just deal with the fact that we're taking 3. We are gaining 3, so... So we're gonna gain 6 next turn? If we don't. So it's probably not worth it. How many are you attacking with? Yeah, 5-0 seems alright. I've seen a few people playing it since. It's a very cool deck. I really enjoyed the play patterns it presented. You got a lot of cool lines. Alright, so let's start with our attack all button, I'd say. They let us get to attack, so they didn't bounce the Uro. If they bounced the Uro, I was definitely Extinction Eventing. Play that land. Take 10. Yes, we're sure. Go up to 16. It's pretty healthy. They'll scry 2. That's acceptable. Bottom both, bottom both, bottom both. Ooh, scried 1 top. We're in danger. I will keep this one. Oh, sure. I'm not going to pay the life. And then we'll pass. I feel very in control. There's an Empyrean Eagle. I thought that might be coming. Unfortunately, we can't pay for a Lofty Denial, but if they Lofty Denial us, then they're probably just dead. So... Eliminate's quite a good card. 16 seems fairly high in this standard / historic mana. Yeah. I'm just kind of getting back into the standard. I've never been in historic, but I have built one deck recently. Alright. So, if we Nissa doesn't really change anything. It is another big threat, and they are tapped out, so I don't see why we wouldn't Nissa. Alright, they're out, off it. It does seem quite aggressive. It feels like you're either running directly into the hardest, like, ramp / control there is, or you're running into super fast aggro. There's no, like... I miss mid-range that just curved out. Yeah. Woo! Silver! It's been a while since I've played. I was mythic at one point. Rank decay is real. Ugin / X or get under Ugin. Yeah. That's basically it. Yes, I was bronze yesterday. Yeah, this hand's great. Nothing wrong with this hand. We got a bit of interaction. Got our ramp. And most importantly, we've got some lands to cast them. I'd prefer to be on the play. Being on the play feels pretty important in the current meta, because when you run into aggro, you'd rather be on the play for 2 of the 3 games. Alright, looks like we're playing probably against the mill deck, which means this and this are useless, potentially. Well, at least this could hit... no, it's pretty useless. Nothing play here. Don't play much standard, but Uro is a hell of a card in Dredge. Oof. Yeah, I can imagine. Yeah, alright, we're against what we were playing yesterday, so we're not allowed to lose. Although I do think this deck struggles a little bit, because it's not playing all that many Narsets. So do this one first. Yeah, Ageless. I guess we can put that one into play tapped. Next turn we Cultivate, then make a big Krasis and hope they can't kill it. So second Ageless Insight, that's pretty bad for us. Doesn't really matter, we're about to Cultivate. Get blue. Put blue on the field. Not gonna play a Krasis for 0, that doesn't seem like the highest value play. So next turn we can Krasis for 5. Start beating down with a 5/5. They get to draw 6 cards here. That's not bad. They do need to have mana and play a Teferi's thingy. Teferi's tutelage. Steam Vent's tapped. That implies they didn't find a Teferi's tutelage. Alright, does that change things? Probably. No, I think we need to get a clock down. I will play the Fabled Passage because I want to get as many cards in the bin as possible. Can just get this bad boy. X equals 5. Auto pay. Only get to draw 2, but that's okay. A 5/5 notably gets around their Storm's Wrath. I actually kind of wish I got over. Nissa's pretty good at presenting clocks. But those clocks do die to Storm's Wrath. Thing is, we can Nissa plus Thought Erasure, which is not bad. They're going to be getting their things online real quick, their Krakens. I guess luckily we have removal for them. So we play Forest and have 8 mana. Unfortunately not quite enough to Thought Erasure and... Alright, so they got one Kraken already. They're down to 26 cards in deck. It'll be funny if they can't actually mill us because they've drawn too many cards prior to putting down tutelages. But I mean, they can always stack up the tutelages, so. Alright, there's another Storm's Wrath in the bin. So we play Forest. I think we just, yeah, Nissa. Hit for 8. Kill the Kraken when it comes out. It didn't come out. Okay, that's fine. Then we get to Thought Erasure, and we get to Heartless Act. They only have the one Teferi's tutelage. I guess we keep it. We could have gotten rid of Blitz, but I think it's fine. Resolve. I suppose we Heartless Act it first. Alright, we're getting there. We're getting through it. Like, they've got the Blitz for the Krasis, or the Nissa. If they do the Nissa, that's better for us than the Krasis, for sure. Alright, draw 6 more, discard 1. The more mana they have to spend prior to tutelage, the better. They definitely got another Kraken, but that's fine. They can even opt out of Kraken if they wish. Alright. They are now on 19. So that pretty much puts them on the Kraken win con. Especially since we've already gotten rid of one tutelage. And I'm not sure they're going to have time. Especially spending Blitz. Wow. Alright, so we're fine here. We're on 25, so a single Kraken doesn't really do anything to us. Is there a shuffle effect? I don't think they play a shuffle effect. At least, it looks like they're just on the MTG Goldfish version. Which does not play a shuffle effect. Alright, so they're all in on Kraken. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we can do X equals 7. Auto pay. I don't mind if they hit us once with a Kraken. I just want two lethal threats. They're on 15 cards left in deck, so they'd have to, like, multiple Teferi's tutelage to go off. Like, all 3. So that's, yeah, I think that means... Yeah, so at the moment they could not mill us. Yeah, you get another Kraken, that's fine. There's 1. They draw 2, they're down to 8. We mill 4. Come on, opponent. I think you're dead. You can blitz one of my flyers. You can't blitz both. And you don't have enough cards to kill me. They could have put like a one-off Thassa's Oracle or something. That'd be interesting. They would have enough devotion. So alright, they killed themselves, I guess. I have plenty of cards. It doesn't seem like the opponent's done the maths. What are they thinking about? What are they doing here? Yes, you've got 3 Krakens. Nice. Thank you. Thank you, opponent. We can go to the next game. Now, they're likely to bring in Ironcrag Pyromancers and such. So, I mean, these come in. These come in. We get rid of Aether Gusts. We might... So, they're going to bring in Ashioks as well. So, what we might do is get rid of the Heartless Acts and just go Eliminates. Get rid of the Extinction Events for Casualties of War. Agonizing Remorse, and then 1 Heartless Act. Yeah, Wilt's good. The thing is, I'm expecting them to go more Ironcrag Pyromancer route. We'll put in the Wilt. We'll see. Maybe 3 removal spells will be enough. Like 3 strict removal spells. Casualties of War will be a blowout if we can cast it. This can't cast Thought Erasure. But we're on the draw, so anything can happen. And we also have 28 lands in this deck. Still can't cast Thought Erasure. Temple, that's good. That's a slow hand. That can cast Thought Erasure. So we'll lead with Thought Erasure here. Okay, they got Dispute, so we should have led with Agonizing Remorse. That actually would have been better overall. They had 1 mana up, so we should have definitely led with Agonizing Remorse. That was a bit of a mistake. Ominous Seas isn't the end of the world, especially with Casualties of War. It's actually pretty fine. So their hand is pretty bad. I guess we take their win con still. The other one's really slow. We can play around these. We'll see. Okay, cool. They got rid of their counterspell and the negate. The negate was the annoying one, actually. So I'm glad they got rid of that. Now they can counter blue spells. Do we make it 2/2 just to get them to Mystic Dispute us? We might. X equals 2. So we only draw 1, gain 1, which is not ideal, but we really want to hit this 5th land for Nissa, and we want them to not have 3 mana. Or Mystical Dispute. Cool. So Dispute's gone, we get to cycle. Cultivate's not as good as a land, but it'll do. So they've got 1 Kraken. 1 Kraken is fine. We can deal with 1 without issue. We can even Nissa, well, presuming we get a land here. Okay, we got a land. No, it's actually... It's a legitimate question whether we cultivate here just to ensure that we can... Okay, we'll this up, because we can still cast Casualties next turn regardless. So, and we also want to put pressure on them. We're making Overgrown Tomb a thing so that we can eliminate the Kraken should it try to block or attack. They weren't keen on blocking with the Krakens, so... So now we're already attacking, so we can eliminate that. Hopefully Ashiok doesn't come down. Opt is fine. They're down to 3 cards, which does hurt them, since a lot of their deck is just like cycling cards and not gaining card advantage. Alright, there's a tutelage. Now, there's the Ashiok. So this is really good because we get to kind of wreck them now. Ah, why did they good game us? What the heck? I'm not entirely sure. We were gonna blow them out with casualties there. They were definitely blowing them out with casualties. However, I don't know why they just got their entire thing online and then left. Like, without knowing what we had, that seemed like they were in a good position. They could smell the blowout, yeah. It was so obvious it was coming from a mile away. They were like, oh, fuck, I just played a Planeswalker, so now Casualties kills 3 of my things. I don't think that deck is particularly good, to be quite frank. It just seems a bit easy to disrupt, and a bit slow. This hand has lands and Uro, so it's perfect. Keep, keep, keep. Now watch as they Thought Scour us and we lose. We've got Uro, so I'm going to lead with Fabled Passage. Fabled Passage getting black. Activate. Damn it. Arena's pretty choppy. Getting black. Yeah, mill strategies are pretty much always bad. Ironically, the only mill strategy that I ever really enjoyed playing was aggro mill with just Jace's Phantasms and like White of Precinct 6 or what have you. I played it in Innistrad Ravnica Standard for a bit, and it wasn't good, but it was a lot of fun. Definitely gonna... What is Unknown Shores? Alright, we're playing against somebody that doesn't have all the cards. What a poor person. I'm a whale. Esper Walkers? Yeah. I mean, it was like the first... So I had a friend that got me back into Magic around that time. And we did a lot of triple Innistrad drafts, which was a pretty damn good time to get back into Magic. And then we got into Standard a little bit when Ravnica came out, RTR, and then, but didn't play competitively for a bit, and then Gate Crash came out, and then I got into competitive, and then I played Blue-White Control. With just Elixir of Immortality or whatever. Once the Elixir of Immortality Blue-White Control was out, the 0 win-con Blue-White Control, oh my god, that's my deck. That is my deck. Just Sphinx's Rev into Sphinx's Rev into Sphinx's Rev. So Nissa seems pretty decent on this board. We don't have anything to play, so let's use the Swamp. Of course, it did kind of suck when you once Theros came out and we had Thoughtseize, and then you played against you had to mulli, like you'd have a 7-card hand that was sick, but it had Elixir of Immortality in it, and you'd have to mulligan it because if they put your Elixir in the bin, you lost. You couldn't win the game. Good times. I miss that Standard. Mostly before Theros, though. Back when we had Thragtusk Resto Bant, and then Nephalia Drownyard Control, and Jund Aristocrats. Yeah. That was a good standard. Snapcaster Mage. What a card. What a card. To be honest, I basically played Modern just because Snapcaster Mage and Resto Angel are such good cards. Khan's M15. Abzan Constellation. Yeah, Constellation was pretty good. Was that around the same time as the green-white Manifest deck that, like, with Whisperwood Elementals that just gained so much life? And I remember there was one SCG Finals where we don't have anything to do, so let's just play this. Make another land. Probably shouldn't be choosing all our black sources, but it's fine. One SCG Finals, both players just had like 200 and something life. and it literally just came down to decking. That was so stupid. Yeah. It took like an hour and something. It was crazy. I do remember Abzan was really good when Khans dropped, because you had Anafenza foremost into you had Rakshasa Death Dealer, Anafenza, Siege Rhino, Abzan Charm. That deck was sick. See, that's the kind of mid-range that I prefer in Magic. That kind of like curving out bomb interaction, or bomb interaction bomb. Just where both players can, like, all your highest cost spell is like 4 or 5, and everything else is like reasonably cheap. And then there was the later on there was the 36 Rhino deck. Ah, yeah. Yeah, Doomwake Giant was really good. Like, that Abzan Constellation deck was legit. Doomwake Giant's just very cool. I do love my Eidolon of Blossoms as well. It's a very balanced Enchantress effect as well. It's like 4 mana, but you get to draw a card on entry, so it's worth the extra mana, as opposed to the other modern one. Okay, so they just left. I'm not sure what the opponent did, but we're climbing. Oh, Silver Tier 2! We're in the upper echelons of Magic Arena now. Then there's the Jeskai Ascendancy combo. That deck was pretty cool, but it was a bit later. How does going up tiers work? I'm not entirely sure. I think when you're in the lower tiers, 4 mana Xerox Machine was an amazing card. Yeah, so I think in lower tiers you get extra bonuses for multiple wins, but then once it gets to like gold, those go away. I think. I'm not entirely sure. On the draw, this is a keep. We've got 28 lands. Just keep remember 28. There it is. There it is. So now we can cast the Agonizing Remorse into the Uro, and everything should be good. Blue black. They could be Sultai. Ooh, that's a nice one. Goes off your previous ranking, like okay. Well, they've got the Watery Grave. Oh, they're playing Grixis, hey. Jesus. I mean, I don't really want to run into multiple Narsets. But, like, Narset's also the weakest card. Well, this is the weakest card. This sucks. What do I take here? Get rid of... I can't choose the land. I would love to choose the land. I feel like I kind of... I feel like it's one of the Narsets. It never feels good to take their double. If they go Narset here... Yeah, so now we play Cultivate instead of Uro, which isn't the worst. Oh, Thought Scout. Oh! I think we still Cultivate. We get... I guess it doesn't super matter. We get blue-green. Put green on the field. Blue in hand. This might... Their Thought Erasure might take... Ooh, Agonizing Rampage. So they're just straight Grixis control. It might take Casualties. Casualties seems like the biggest blowout for them. They could Thought Erasure our Thought Erasure. Yeah, Casualties. I figured. Alright. Heartless Act is not Eliminate. We would have much preferred Eliminate. So we'll Thought Erasure them. So we don't care about the removal so much as the threats. Ugh. Get rid of Ashiok. I want to keep this. Even though we don't have the land to cast it. We could make a 1/1 Krasis. Let's make a 1/1 Krasis. It threatens the Narset, which is good. Dear. This isn't looking amazing, to be perfectly honest. They are skimped on lands. And red. Which is kind of our only hope, that we can get through this Narset before they get out of their screw. And then we get to start Uroing. And then we get to blow up their first red land. Oh, they got another Thought Erasure. So goodbye Uro. Although putting Uro in the bin doesn't feel great. But it's definitely going to be Uro. Ah, yep. There goes Uro. We can cast it with one more thing in the bin. If I could do both Heartless Act and Uro here, I would definitely do that. But, cannot. Cannot. Swamp. Swamp's fine. I think... So this draws a card and we exile something from our hand. And I imagine that's what they play. I was thinking the same thing, Tarp. But considering they've got, like, I want them to play this as soon as they draw a red source, so that I can at least 2-for-1 with this. But if I give them Uro, then they're likely to Agonizing Rampage. If we murder our dude. Now we can play Uro, because we have all the things. Oops. Okay, so now we can, if they Agonizing Rampage, then we got Hydroid Krasis. They can stomp the Hydroid Krasis, but that takes 2 turns, so we still get an extra draw off Uro. And if we're drawing extra cards, then that's something they're not happy about. Extinction Event on odd, sorry. Oh, right. They can't choose and then I do it. Yeah, my bad. I was thinking I would Heartless Act the Uro there. But it's fine. We've got another Hydroid Krasis. All the Heartless Acts. So this is X equals 5, hey? So we get to draw 2, gain 2. Eliminate's not bad. Being able to consistently 2-for-1 them, as we are. Alright, they've conceded. So they just didn't get their red. Now I think we get, because we have a lot of removal main deck, so we get substantially better post board, I believe. We want these. Don't want these. That's probably fine. I do feel like I want to fit in the third Casualties, because it's just such a good card against them. If they're putting Planeswalkers into play consistently. Aether Gust. We don't need Aether Gusts. Do we want to enter the God? No, that's only creatures. Why doesn't Enter the God Eternals hit Planeswalkers? So we will keep 1 Aether Gust. Because remanding a Nicol Bolas is pretty alright. It's pretty alright. The problem is we don't want to get too reactive in these. Like, we still need to put the pressure on. They're going to be a better control deck than we are, because they've built their deck from the ground up to be controlled. But double Hydroid Krasis, Nissa, Negate. We're on the draw, it's fine. It's probably not quite fine. If they take the Uro, it's not ideal. Watch as they get Mountain, just because they didn't get one last time. Oh, they didn't get Mountain. Alright, they've got Blood Crypts this time. 2 draws, no land is not ideal. We really wanted to get 2 draws of land. Omen of the Sea, hey? That's fine. I like this card. This card's good. For some reason it feels better than Anticipate. I guess because you can top. And when you top it does feel real good. Alright. Well, they shocked that in, which makes me want to just play draw go until I miss a land drop. They can play Omen of the Seas. That's fine. Like, I don't really want to get these Mystic Disputed. What I didn't want them to get is a double spell turn already. Need one more land, and we can Uro with Negate, which seems pretty alright. I also don't necessarily want to play Uro and then them slam a Nicol Bolas that we can't really deal with. We've got some pretty knockout spells, so we just need to get there. The ramp portion of this Sultai Ramp is a lot less prominent now that Growth Spiral is gone. Alright. Ugh. Alright, now that we've missed land drops, we've kind of been forced into this. So we're expecting to get it blown up. Yeah. As expected. We could have just passed there, but I don't know. I feel like this game is already running away from us. We really want to keep lands with hands with 5 lands in a matchup like this. 5 lands, Uro, Negate. That'd be a sick hand, actually. Alright, here's Nicol Bolas. So we gotta exile something from our hand. 1 Hydroid Krasis. Hopefully we get land here. Ugh, Casualties is not a land. Casualties is good in small doses. Alright, we're dead. We're so dead now. That's so upsetting. Our hand was fine. We just didn't find any more lands. Tap land, perfect. I mean, I guess it's fine. It doesn't really matter. I really want them to play something. We'll get rid of second Nissa, actually. We don't need the Nissas right now. Fuck. Alright. This is not how you win the games of Magic. No point paying the life. The worst part is, now when we need spells later on, it's going to be nothing but lands. Get rid of Hydroid. Could have gotten rid of Negate. The reason I don't really want to get rid of Negate is if we get rid of one Negate, they'll know we have a second. Land and Planeswalker. It doesn't matter, these are all the same. So this gets counted. Yeah. And then hopefully we draw land next turn. And we can negate. Oh wait, we lose the game. Alright. I always forget about his ultimate. Alright, run it back. This time, let's draw some lands. In our 28 land deck. Hopefully being on the play here will help a lot. We do also have 6 pieces or 7 pieces of discard that would be quite useful. Should I keep this? Yeah, let's keep it. We've got discard, we can't lose. We have lands. After the last game, I'm just so concerned we're not going to hit land drops. Alright, that's not bad. It stops him. It kills a Narset. Dispute. Double Nicol Bolas. Bedevil is fine. I guess we could have taken Omen of the Sea there and hope they get stuck on mana. Yeah, now watch as they draw nothing but land. So we're going to cycle one of these lands. And by one, I mean this one. There was definitely argument to be made to not play this turn 1, just to have it to cycle, potentially. But I think getting a tap land that covers all our colors onto the field is pretty good. Duress is fine. They can see that it is not safe to play a Narset. So they've got Aether Gust and Mystic Dispute. Mystic Dispute's pretty good against those two. I don't really want to run things into Mystic Dispute, so let's just play my land and pass. Being able to play a Narset will be big game. It'll be very large and in charge game. Shocked Watery Grave? Alright. Do we bait one? Alright. I don't think so. So if we tap out here and play Nissa, I guess we could untap blue land and bait and show Negate, but they'll... So we tap out here, play Nissa, they Mystic Dispute it, and then they untap, play Nicol Bolas, and we kind of die. Like, we can Teferi. Nah, I don't think it's worthwhile. I do not think it's worthwhile. Yeah, so they've definitely got their land here. I mean, this has gone... Keeping the 5 land hand definitely went a lot better than keeping the 2 land hand. Actually, sorry, 6 land hand. It was a 6 land hand. 1 spell's all you need. Alright, Blood Crypt tapped. So they are worried about our counter magic. Which is good, because we don't have it. We'll take Swamp. So let's play this. They can dispute it. Then God damn it, Arena. So I wanted to pretend we were deciding whether or not to counterspell. However, Arena just auto-passed, and so they know we don't have one now. I feel like there was a way to make it so it didn't... Wow. Alright. Get rid of Eliminate. We can now at least Nissa hit this. Unfortunately, they can then Nissa hit us back. I don't know, this one's a bit closer. Actually, Agonizing Remorse is pretty good. So we'll untap Swamp. Attack this down to 2. Agonizing Remorse. Get rid of Aether Gust so they don't get rid of our Nissa. The Narset's annoying, especially after we had to exile Eliminate, but it is what it is. They can obviously bedevil Nissa, which is not ideal. I think we're losing. I think Grixis kind of just... It only beats... it only beats this deck. Because just all their cards are very relevant against us. They didn't make a land, so... If they bedevil this, then Nicol Bolas dies, and we're kind of at semi-parity, except they have 3 cards in hand and we have 0. Okay. So they... Oh, so they just drew an Aether Gust. I guess we put on top. And now they're gonna bedevil our... I mean, we'll attack. Now they bedevil. Yes. As expected. And then we'll Thought Erasure them. Surveil Nissa to the top. So now they're drawing 2 cards a turn though, which is basically unbeatable. They drew a land for turn, but they get to scry then draw. Hopefully it's to the bottom and they don't draw anything good. If they're smart, they'll crack this one too. I really hate Planeswalkers. I hate Planeswalkers. Okay, scry to bottom. Scry with that. Alright, they were smart. We can't fault them for that. They've been doing the right things. They scried one top, which is very bad. Oh, wait, we have to get rid of a permanent... Oh, fuck. Alright, we lose. I forgot that this made us get rid of a permanent. We should have put Nissa on the bottom. I don't think there was a card that really got us out of that anyway. Unfortunate. Nicol Bolas is very good against us, since we don't have anything, any clean way of getting rid of it. Alrighty. Se Laguna. One land hand, that's not a keep. That a pretty lady? You're a pretty lady, Marin. That's a keep. We'll chuck Breeding Pool on the bottom. We could chuck Casualties, but nah, I'm not about that. Keep 6, put you on the bottom. Play the land. I've clicked you! God, why are you so laggy? Arena. So we shock, Thought Erasure, tap land, Thought Erasure. We're against Rakdos, probably aggro / sack. I'm gonna just basic here. If they're aggro, then I'd rather... Alright, so they're sack. Sack grow, hey? I'm gonna get rid of Mayhem Devil. I'm gonna surveil this to the bottom, to the graveyard. Unfortunately, they can Village Rites this Gutter Bones, then bring it straight back, drawing 2 cards. But I felt that was better than them playing Mayhem Devil. Let's do this. They'll Village Rites in response, I imagine. I would suggest you do that. I guess not. Now you can't get Gutter Bones back. So, Village Rites goes away, Island goes away. Play a land. Pass the turn! They've got Claim the Firstborn, which is pretty useless against us for a while. We can potentially just play around that the entire game. We're drawing a shitload of lands, which is not ideal. Not ideal at all. Oh my god, 3 Fabled Passages in a row. Jesus Christ. We're just gonna die to 1 Gutter Bones. Come on, Shuffler. Do a better job at shuffling. They get to start drawing cards. We've been pretty lucky that they've had such a slow start. There's no point in casualtiesing here, so I'm just gonna Nissa untap a swamp. They can claim this and hit us for 5, but I think that's fine. They still can't, even with a claim, they can't kill Nissa, so it should be fine. Yeah, there's not that many basics in the deck overall. I think there's like 5 or 7. Alright, Priest. Priest is fine, because now they're not going to claim this, because they're going to want to claim it next turn. Oh no, they are claiming. Alright, sure. Oh, both at Nissa, thank you. Unless they have something that can deal a damage, this works out particularly well for us. So we'll tap Forest, untap Forest, resolve, do this. Actually, we don't want to destroy target Planeswalker. That would be bad. Kill one of the Castle Lochthwains, not that it does much. Resolve. Yeah, killing a Planeswalker there wouldn't have been ideal. I'll just say that. Liliana Standard Bearer. It enters the battlefield. Okay. So we want to let it resolve. They get to draw one. And then we eliminate it. Send a message and kill my own Planeswalker? I don't know. I could very well lose if I did that. Alright, play third Fabled Passage. I just wish I drew my 4-ofs more often. Now we should be good to win here. We're at 12, they're at 4. They don't have a particularly strong board. Rankle does do 3 to us, at the very least. Unless it hits Nissa. In which case they die. What are you, Fairy Rogue? Yeah. Alright, it hits Nissa. So Gutter Bones blocks, which is annoying. Extinction Event. We can Extinction Event on Odd to exile Gutter Bones and then swing for lethal. Seems pretty good. Seems pretty good. Alright. Against what I presume to be aggro, or sack-gro, I think I want the Agonizing Remorse, getting rid of their stuff. Exiling their stuff's pretty useful. I think Casualties of War worked there, but I don't think it's actually good, necessarily. I think we want our spot removal. Let's see, what do we want from here? I think we want our eliminate more than we want. Yeah, no, I think that's fine. I'm considering bringing in Enter the God Eternals. It's just a good way to kill one of their creatures and get something on board. I guess I could do 1 for 2. There's your pretty lady, man. There's your pretty lady. Alright. Yeah, this is a hand. This hand has magical cards. And it's got Uro, the most important magical card. So we can presume we're never drawing another land and get island. For Enter the God Eternals / Uro flashback. Gutter Bones, that's fine. I'm gonna play Swamp here because if they play Priest of the Forgotten Gods, I'd like to eliminate it. Naturally, they probably would have played Priest that turn. Another Gutter Bones, hey? Don't mind. Hey! That's what you call good play pays off. So, we'll eliminate you. Then we'll just shock Uro. Third Uro. Whoopsie. We do need to shock. Third Uro is not going to be particularly useful, I don't think. We'll see. We do really want to draw up to our 5th land here so that we can enter the Gutter Channels, because that will put a pretty big damper on the board. And it'll also let us flashback Uro. I almost feel like Enter the Gutter Channels should just be main deck. Hey, we got 5th land. It does feel a bit odd to to just enter the Gutter Turtles on a Gutter Bones, because it's like, boom! Goodbye, Gutter Bones, until they attack. We didn't hit anything too useful, so now we get to just start. Ooh, there. Locked waiting already. Okay. Kroxa is decent. We'll get rid of an Uro. We're definitely going to play Uro next turn, because right now we just want some card advantage and more board presence. Nissa's really good, but it's not providing us card advantage, and if they have removal for our lands, things could go wrong. Alright, Gutterbones Kroxa, so we're discarding a Nissa. Hydroid Krasis is not bad. We really just want to do this bad boy. 5. Draw and play a land, please. No land. Alright, we can do this. We're on 22. Pretty healthy. It's a reasonably healthy number. Ooh, they got a Noxious Grasp, hey? We can bring it back if we have one more thing in the graveyard. Oh, they're Jund? What do they have green for? Alright, they're Kroxering. I think we're getting rid of Uro again. Just too many Uros. Definitely gonna Heartless Act the Kroxa. Oh, yeah, we're just gonna Heartless Act the Kroxa. How lucky are we? Because I guess it would be much better to Nissa, untap Zagoth, attack, and then Heartless Act Kroxa. I think double spelling is definitely worth it, especially because we get to hit. I really wanted to play play Uro, but I gotta not tunnel vision on what I want to do. Going down to the big 2 health while we're on the lowly 18, and we win. We win the game. Right, 4 more pips to the next rank. Alrighty, I think I'm gonna leave it there. Thanks for watching there, and everyone else who came by. If I can see there's at least one lurker in chat, so if you're a lurker, give us a follow, and I do a lot of streams. I play a lot of formats, and we're going to be experimenting with streaming more formats. No worries. I'll catch everybody next time. I don't know if these will go on YouTube. We'll find out when I decide. Alright, see ya.